So every Genshin Impact player who has played the game, let's say for a week, has already heard the title going by the Fatui, an organization from Snezhnaya that is spread throughout all the regions in order to collect all of the gnosis and overall all of Tsaritsa, the Cryo Archon herself. As you already know by now, there are 11 Fatui Harbingers, however we don't know a 10th one. But before we get through the 10th one, let's go through the current ones we know so far. In the 11th spot, as we all know, is Tartaglia, also known by his codename Child. I already made a video on this guy, so you can watch that if you want to learn more about him. And other than that, to quickly describe him, he's a trained warrior from the Abyss. I also believe that he's the most important out of Fatui Harbingers, you know, all of them. As not only he's the first one we meet, but also the one that keeps getting stronger and stronger, climbing up the ranks, while meeting him in more Archon quests like we did in Fontaine, in order so he can show us, you know, his progress and everything. Now skipping the 10th spot for now, next up we have Pantalon, who is obsessed with money and stuff like this. We know the fact that he used to be poor and always wished on being rich and stuff, but God's never seen him as a worthy individual, so he is against them. Therefore also joining the Fatui and is now in charge of Snezhnaya's economic policies. Last Signora was alive for over 500 years, who lost her lover during Kandria's destruction. While raging due to her loss, Pyro found her and decided to take her in. Until at some point, as we all know, she lost her life as well. Sandro literally cares about nothing else other than her research and creation of her machines. Does not care about others, no nothing. Catherine herself could also be one of her creations, because if she is, and that would explain on why she keeps saying error. We all know Scaramouche, poor child got abandoned by her mother, and so many betrayals turned him into a cold-hearted monster. We don't know much about Pulcinella yet, but we do know that he is a mayor in Snezhnaya, and that he takes care of Tartaglia and his children, even if it means that he wants his family in his hands. I also already made a video on Arlecchina, and in summary, she killed the previous knave, now earning her spot as the current knave and director of House of the Heart. If you wanna learn more about her, feel free to check out my recap on her story quest. The third of my Fatui Harbingers is super dangerous and unpredictable, at least according to Tartaglia, Scaramouche and Arlecchina. She probably knows more than we think and has possibly lived for a very long time, even thousands of years. As we all know, Latore, he is a despicable scientist who tried to create a new god, replacing Nahida and even experimented on children. Last but not least, the strongest Fatui Harbinger, Capitano, is recognized by his strength and is now currently trying to obtain the Pyro gnosis, the last remaining gnosis that Fatui have not yet obtained. Now that I got through all of the known Fatui Harbingers, let's move on to the one who could potentially be at the 10th spot. To begin with, it could be either someone that we have never met before but heard of them, or never met, yet never even heard of them either. It could be also someone that we as traveler, whether Lumine or Adder, through our journey haven't met but have already seen, such as in manga. Yes, I'm talking about Deluxe Death, okay? He's an excellent candidate as he carried a delusion. Another possibility is that perhaps maybe no one is at the 10th spot for reasons. You know, just like how there is technically a vacant 6th spot, which was Scaramouche simply changing their history in Irminsul. It could be also that this someone is also forgotten due to changing history, or it's something similar with the Irminsul or something like this. Perhaps it's also one of the Descenders. Well, let's break down on who could it possibly be. To begin with, a lot of people are saying that it's Crepus as he carries a delusion, but the one who carries a delusion does not mean that he or she is a Fatui Harbinger. And I honestly doubt that it's Deluxe Death, as it's all too obvious. It's definitely someone more complicated than this. Now I do have a feeling that they are related to Pyro, therefore fighting for Kandria. Dainsleif introduced us to 5 sinners of Kandria, and so far we only know 3 of them: Venerfonlir, Sortalogi, and Rhindaughter. However, we don't know anything about Hroptatyr and Rerir, except that they are one of the, 5 sinners of Kandria. My theory is that one of these 2 is the 10th Fatui Harbinger, as Fatui are also planning to get revenge for Kandria's destruction. Although this doesn't make sense, but there is a chance that one of those sinners regretted their decision of not protecting their nation, therefore joined the Fatui. In my opinion, it should either be them or someone we don't know yet, but I wonder what you think of this. Do you think it's more the sinners or someone we haven't met, or perhaps you think it's that my theory is wrong and it's someone else like Crepus for example? Feel free to let me know if you have any theories or questions. Either way, thanks for clicking on this video and paying attention. In either case, I will see you all in my next video.